What's good guys, it's Nazo and today we are covering the 3 easiest heroes for beginners in Deadlock. When this video is over, you'll be able to play Abrams, 7 and Infernus without letting your team down and actually be an impactful member. I understand that in Deadlock, you can easily feel a bit overwhelmed with its vast number of pathways, items and characters. You know, you can die fast, get out farmed or feel like the hero you've selected might not be right for you. So for all beginners listening or watching, I only want you to play Abrams, Infernus and 7 just so you can get comfortable with the game. Starting with Abrams, I decided to pick this character because the character's kit allows him to not blow up immediately, as it has a lot of survivability. With straightforward abilities and good built-in sustain, you won't be punished for the small mistakes that you make. Your main goal is to stay in lane, take short trades, and do not chase kills. Remember, you are a new player. You're new, you're fresh. These experienced players will body you, so literally only take fights in your favor, meaning where you have more souls than them or more health. But other than that, that's it. Don't wander off into the jungle either. Just stay in your lane and just do the basic fundamental things to allow you to stay alive and carry on being an actual impactful member throughout the game. You're not going to be staying in lane throughout the entire match. You will obviously going to change up mid to late game as you group up with teammates and initiate fights, as you are more of one of the tankier members on the team, and you do have a lot of CC in your kit, as your dash is a stun if you do connect to a wall when hitting a player, and your ultimate also has a stun if you land on top of them. Also, just to know, you can use this ability as an escape if you are in a sticky situation. It just really depends on the moment. Right, for combo and items, it's very straightforward. For your combo, all you're going to do is shoulder charge, heavy melee, then shoot. But before you do this combo, make sure that your shoulder charge has at least 2 skill points into it, because the duration of the stun isn't going to be long enough when you collide the enemy with the wall. But once you have 2 skill points, it's a free heavy every time. For your builds, you're putting no thought into this. Just press B, go to browse builds, and look for a build with a hand holding up a green card, and just follow what the build has to say, because you're still learning the game, so there's no thought needed to go into this. Moving on to 7, this character has great poke, an instant value ultimate ability, and a guaranteed CC ability to anyone in range. What I want you to do is poke from afar in lane, use your storied ability, which is your third ability, whenever you can when poking, and keep clearing minions. Also remember, your mobility stinks, so don't push up too much of our teammate. If you get caught lacking, you're done. But your ultimate ability, just use it whenever a team fight starts. It does great damage and you'll see the value straight away. And for the builds, just like Abrams, just use a beginner build that focuses on the ultimate and you can't really go wrong. Just to briefly go over combo and items, I don't think 7 is a combo character, but a good rotation of abilities before you engage in combat should be activating your steroid, which is your third ability, then placing your CC ability if the enemy's in range, which is your second ability, then following up with your electric ball, which is your first ability, but only after 2 seconds, because the second ability has a slight delay before rooting the enemy, and that should all amount to some decent damage. But make sure you're constantly shooting them whilst doing this rotation. Here's a simple ultimate build for 7. Try to search for builds with the hand holding the green card, because they're really beginner friendly and they should be fairly simple to follow. I already know this isn't the most optimal build, but if you are a beginner player, let's try to do the easy stuff first before trying to be some MLG Pro top 500 Eternus player. Finally, we have Infernus. This is your high pressure spray and pray character. With his burn dot that he can apply to enemies, the certain dominance is very easy for him. He's also a very safe character as he has a dash to leave tough situations, but you can also use it aggressively to close the gap and deal decent damage with it. But even with all this said, I still want you to play very safe and use the cover as much as you can while trying to put the burn dot on the enemies. Remember this, you are the beginner and you're playing a very squishy character, so don't get too cocky and lose all the space and advantage you worked so hard for. Onto combo and items. Infernus really isn't a combo character either, but there is one main rotation of abilities that all Infernus players do, and it's activating their ultimate ability and then pressing your second ability to run at them. By doing this, not only are you applying the dot burn damage from your dash, but you're also going to stun them with your ultimate. This will allow you to full clip them and maybe kill them. But just as a little side note, please do apply the oil from your first ability before shooting them, because it does add decent additional damage to your bullets. Just like the other 2 characters, just focus on finding an easy build. Nothing much to it. This one is tailored towards using your gun with a splash of ability items here and there. That's pretty much all I have to say about those 3 characters. If there's anything to take away from this video, please try to fight when you have an advantage, and make sure you shoot the souls when you kill a minion and do not let the enemy shoot them. This is a hard game, but if you follow everything I said, you will start to see results. If you want a short 3-minute video on a character, just drop a comment below on what you want to see. And if you feel like I've helped you to some degree, then please do like and subscribe. With that out the way, go win some games, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay blessed.